Yes. So I think this is another very good question, Vishal, and that is where I think most of the companies get into this whole idea of that. Oh, if I have one vendor, I think my issues are gone. Right? Let that vendor come in and they will do the SASE and then go away. And I'm not saying there are not products or tools or technologies which can handle your whole of SASE, but you brought out a very good point. Right? When you are going with a single vendor, you need to always think, right? Are you locking yourself in with a vendor, right? So maybe you will get a good deal for the first contract, but when the renewal is coming, are you stuck, right? So again, I'm not publicly saying that you should not go to a one vendor. All I'm saying is you need to make your decisions accordingly, right? What again? What is your goal, right? Most of the companies are again using an SWG secure web gateway, right? Just talk to your vendor, current vendor, that are they providing the SASE capabilities where they can go beyond the 8443 web only traffic? What kind of inspection they are offering, right? The users, companies are already using VPN services today, right? And in the old world, if I see VPN was provided by a very different company from where VPN is, the web gateway services are provided, right? So you can ask your VPN providing services that, do you provide ZTNA now, right? What is your offering? How can you help me? The similar way you can go to your CASB vendor, right? You might not be using CASB today. So if you're not using any of those services, you can always fall back to your vendor, which is already there in your company. I'm not saying you need to stick with that. All I'm saying is that if you have your requirements, your framework, your architecture design rightly done, you don't need to depend on single vendor. But I also say that you don't need to choose 5 different vendors for 5 capabilities as we discussed. Yes, definitely I'm not in favor of doing that. You don't need to go for best in breed for everything. My rule always at my side is 80-20 rule, right? What does that rule mean, right? I could have one tool which is doing excellent in one of the areas in security, networking, infrastructure, and all, right? Now my requirement comes as a supplement to the existing requirement. Now, should I start looking best of breed? Or if the existing vendor is already able to meet my 80% of the goals, can I have enough controls on my rest of the 20%? Or are those so critical that I really need to look into the best of the breed? But I also say that at least go with 2 vendors if you are going with the SASE so that you have a backup plan, right? Next renewal is something comes up in a contract where you don't like some terms, whether it is increased licensing fees or getting lesser features and all those kind of things. So you have an option. And I think the market is so competitive, Vishal, nowadays in this area where due to this whole cloud adoption, every vendor will try to get your business, right? So don't worry that if you go out of one vendor's product, you will not be able to find anything because that is best in the breed. No, I think there are almost every big company in today's world, they're all looking for this whole connectivity and security in a manner where they're all saying that their products can meet all of your requirements. So you don't need to worry about a single product for this, for sure.